I hope every American is completely baffled and embarrassed by the behavior of JD Vance and Trump today towards President Zelensky. I thought it was bad listening to Trump have conversations with other world leaders, but JD Vance really took the cake today. He cannot be in conversations with world leaders. He cannot be trusted because everything that he said was extremely inflammatory and it was on purpose.
One of these men became a symbol of strong leadership and bravery when his country was invaded. The other faked an injury to get out of the draft. One of these men shows integrity in the face of adversity. The other one bullies if he doesn't get his way. It is pretty clear that if the U.S. was invaded like Ukraine was, Trump wouldn't stay with his people like Zelensky did. He would flee because he's a coward. This is a little boy, and this is a grown-ass man.
This is so embarrassing. Trump and JD Vance just straight up yelled at Zelensky like he's the reason the war started. Like, imagine blaming the victim while completely ignoring the guy who actually started the invasion.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across this video of Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, and that of Donald Trump and JD Vance at the Oval Office. Okay, the meeting was held I think yesterday or so, and man, you guys need to watch what happened. If you have not watched that video, then you really need to see it. It was super embarrassing. Like, I felt so bad for Zelensky. Like, he didn't even have so much to say. At some point, I don't know. I even saw one of the people he came with. Okay, I think I don't know if she's a minister in Ukraine or something, but is a woman who, you know, she was just facing down. I don't know if she wanted to cry or something, but it was really depressing. Let's go check out these videos, then we'll come back and we'll talk more. Let's go watch it.
One of these men became a symbol of strong leadership and bravery when his country was invaded. The other faked an injury to get out of the draft. One of these men shows integrity in the face of adversity. The other one bullies if he doesn't get his way. It is pretty clear that if the U.S. was invaded like Ukraine was, Trump wouldn't stay with his people like Zelensky did. He would flee because he's a coward. This is a little boy, and this is a grown-ass man. If Trump doesn't think that sovereign nations should be able to defend themselves when they're invaded, I think the same should apply to the U.S. Canada sent over 40,000 troops to help the U.S. fight in Afghanistan after 9/11. God forbid, if the U.S. ever experiences another terrorist attack or is invaded by another country, they should be on their own. They want to be so independent on the global sphere? Fine, they should be independent. They want to remove foreign aid? Fine. They want to throw a hissy fit for helping Ukraine defend itself? Fine. But the next time the U.S. needs global assistance, we shouldn't give it to them. I mean, they don't really have a very good history of showing up when the rest of the world needs them anyway. They only joined World War II after Pearl Harbor, when it personally affected them. So yeah, I think this is a great idea. If the U.S. wants to put America first, and if it doesn't want to help any other countries, no other country should help them. And to the megas out there who think that that will be fine, that you guys will be able to take care of yourself, honey, you've never won a war on your own. You've always needed global assistance in some respect. So good luck!
As an American, what we just witnessed on TV is disgusting. Donald Trump put Zelensky on national television, worldwide television, to just berate him and then shame him for the entire world. This is incredibly messed up. You don't do this to a single person. In less than 5 minutes, that conversation went from a normal conversation to them talking about his clothes to the downfall to you need to be grateful. You would have lost. You're losing now. Unbelievable. For JD Vance to just jump in and just say thank you, when Zelensky has thanked the American people almost every single day. And then the most disgusting thing is after it was all done, Donald Trump looked at everyone and says, well, this is going to make some great television. I don't know what got into JD Vance's head or Donald Trump's head when it came to this meeting. It was almost like before Zelensky even showed up, they already had in their mind what was going to go on and that they were just going to bully Ukraine around. This was embarrassing and disgusting, and I'm shameful to be an American after watching that kind of interaction. Because you know for a fact that Donald Trump's team, his envoy to Russia, did not do this to Putin. And you know for a fact that Trump would not do this to Putin. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please share my videos and follow me for more.
I hope every American is completely baffled and embarrassed by the behavior of JD Vance and Trump today towards President Zelensky. I thought it was bad listening to Trump have conversations with other world leaders, but JD Vance really took the cake today. He cannot be in conversations with world leaders. He cannot be trusted because everything that he said was extremely inflammatory and it was on purpose. Not only did he show that he doesn't have decorum or respect for a president that is actively fighting for the sovereignty of his nation and his democracy, but he showed that he does not know what's going on. You know, in those group of friends where there's that one leader and then the other one who's just trying to impress that person all the time, making stupid jokes, making fun of people just to get their attention and get a chuckle out of the other one? That's JD Vance, just a loser, trying to do anything just to impress Donald Trump so he can get a pat on his head and say, "Good job, boy, you did a good job today." This is the same administration that is actively taking money out of the American people's pockets by taking away jobs from people that actually voted for him, allowing a billionaire who is not an elected official to be able to have access to some of our most sacred data, all for the name of what? Efficiency? That's not about efficiency. If you guys are not seeing what he's doing, he's trying to save as much money as possible to be able to afford tax breaks for the billionaires, for the 1%. This is not about the American people. This is not about making the government more efficient. If it was about that, they would go through Congress. They would go through the legislature. This is all a sham, and we're actively being scammed every single day. And it's time that we stand up for ourselves. Enough is enough.
So looking at how he was being attacked, for me, it was not just, talking to him directly. It was the way they made him feel. Like he was so, for me, I think he was just being humiliated in that place during that meeting. Because tell me any world leader that would sit down there and listen to everything that was said to him, the way that they came at him. In fact, there was even this reporter that came and was asking him, "Oh, why don't you have a suit? Don't you wear a suit? Why are you dressed like this to the Oval Office? This is the biggest what? Why are you dressed like this?" And I love the way he answered him if he had a problem with that his country is at war and all that. But guys, that was the greatest humiliation of all time. Like, I felt so bad for him, okay? And seeing that every other person is acting the same, I saw some people who are also saying, "Oh, that Trump humbled him, that he needed to be humbled, blah, 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 blah." Even if you want to tell somebody maybe they made a mistake, there's just a way to go about it, not making them feel unnecessarily out of line. Do you get? I felt so bad, but you guys let me know what your thoughts are. But this is just my own observation during the whole meeting. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let's have that conversation.
What happened in the Oval Office today is the energy that Black people have received for as long as we've been here. That's the energy. Every day of our Black lives, we deal with that kind of energy from white people.
Man, Zelensky said, in war, everybody has problems, even you. You don't feel it now because you have a nice ocean, but in the future you will. Man, that's tough. That's tough talk right there.
I really feel so bad for Zelensky yesterday. I really felt bad for him. And so is every other Ukrainian or people who really mean well for entire humanity. You will definitely feel how pressured he was and how humiliated the whole conversation went. I don't think that he expected that. He might just were like, okay, I think this war is just going to end. Having to talk to Donald Trump and all that, this war is going to end. This whole thing is going to end. I don't think he expected what came to him. Like the whole way that they started talking to him, JD Vance talking and trying to make him tell him that, "Oh, have you ever said thank you?" I don't get it. You're talking to a world leader. You're talking to a president of a country. You are not talking to a normal person, like somebody who, is of a lower class. This is a president of a country you're talking to. And this guy has stood in the gap for his country ever since the whole war started. I don't get it. What's all this about? Like, I felt so bad for him. In fact, watching these whole videos over and over again, I'm just like, I wish this guy knew that this was going to hit him. This was going to happen. I don't think he was going to ever step his foot at the White House yesterday. I don't think he would have come. But you guys let me know. Do you think he would have come for this? I feel so bad for him, really. Trust me, this was really huge. And for every Ukrainian who also watched all of this, I don't know how you guys feel, but I know you felt so embarrassed and you felt so pity for your president, because all of this shouldn't have happened in the first place. And imagine how JD Vance was just talking to him and telling him, oh, have you said thank you before? You are talking to a president of a country that way, as if he was just a second-class citizen or something. And not only that, he was just like, I felt so bad for him. Like, watching all of those clips from different angles, and I'm like, oh my God. And this man stood in the gap. Like, he stood his ground, okay. He's so professional about the whole thing. Like, he was just so professional. And to that man who came and was that reporter who was asking him if he doesn't have his suit or something, you are, oh my God, I don't know the word to tell you, but you just need to go watch yourself over again. Check out how that suit is on your body, because that suit doesn't fit you. That's all I can say, because trust me, why will you talk to somebody like that and ask him why he doesn't even wear a suit, or why he doesn't have his suit? Why couldn't he afford his suit? What's that? His country is at war. They are going through stuff. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Let's just have that conversation. What's your thought about this whole video and all that happened yesterday? Share with me in the comment, and see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.